choosing music to work out with. What do we got right now? We got Beck.
Beck, go it alone. Thumb holes.
What are we doing today?
Today we're just doing some whatever training. We're leaving for Stockton tomorrow, so we got mostly packing and things to do. Just getting the last workout in before I leave, and getting some press in with Hispanic media, and of course with Lazy the Savage, who just happened to be in town, literally. And I personally went to go pick his ass up to bring him here, so you better feel special, Lazy.
How long have you guys been working together, Edmond?
2 years now.
2 years. 2 years.
But he only really started working with me like a year and a half.
What do you mean by that?
After first fight, I started like working with her. Maybe.
You really started working with me like before the first pro fight.
Yeah, before the pro fight.
So I was actually 3 fights. He was aware that I was in his gym after the first amateur fight, but he didn't really start working with me until we had the first pro fight. Yeah. And I would just show up, and then this is before I had a key, and so I would just sit there and be angry that no one was here and call him. Until he finally just got fed up and gave me a key, and now he forgets his key all the time, and they wait for me to open the club. Wait.
There's always something wrong, basically. To start off the day with.
And what coach do you know that takes the time to wrap with gauze and tape every single practice?
Every practice?
Every single practice.
Every practice we wrap her hands because her hands make the money, so she needs to we gotta make sure she doesn't hurt it. She punches hard on the bag and on the mitts and
I got little hands.
Yeah.
Not like certain girls that take a lot of hormones and have huge hands and feet. I got tiny hands, okay? Evidence of my lack of hormones.
But this is just a basic training wrap. I usually, during the sparrings, it takes me like 20-30 minutes every time I wrap.
Even like Stitch and all these guys, they see this guy do hand wraps, they're like, this is something crazy. And it's like the athletic commission a couple of times have come in and take pictures of his hand wraps to show to other people, to show them how it should be done right.
What do you do different?
I think what I do different is, I mean, they all do great hand wraps, but I learned from Joe Chavez, and I watched Stitch do it a lot, and John Bray taught me how to do the hand wraps, and he's learned from the greatest also. So I learned from the boxers, and they're the guys that do the UFC wraps, So, and then I just put in all the ideas together and my intelligence also, what feels good, and I could wrap it, and I wrap it like differently, but. Training wraps just easy and quick, but fight time, I mean, all the guys that wrap hands for the UFC fighters, they're all good. Don House, all those guys are good, but I spend more time on one hand wrap, I think, than they have a lot of wraps they have to do, so they go through it a little bit quicker than I, so I think regardless they can.
He's being modest. This guy's like sick gifted in anything he wants to do, including like little things like hand wraps and like the clothes I have to wear now. He's my personal stylist.
I was gonna ask, is there any difference to when you wrap MMA gloves than when you wrap boxing?
Yeah, way different. MMA gloves, like for Ronda, she wants to grab and clinch, so you don't do, padding is less also because of the way the gloves are. So boxing, much more padding because those guys just punch the head and the body for 12 rounds, hands could break. And the gloves, the Hecto Mexican gloves, Everlast, Reyes has it. The Mexican gloves are really, they're 8 ounce, but they're no padding at all. So it's almost like the same as the MMA gloves, I know it's 4 ounce, 8 ounce, but the padding is so little that you can feel your knuckles. So you have to have a good wrap for boxing, a little bit thicker. So you use the full roll just for the knuckles.
Yeah.
In MMA, you would use the full roll to just finish out the whole hand, which includes the knuckles and the whole hand, the fist, everything.
Boom! Wow.
Crazy left hooks, our little left hooks. They get 2, double it up, triple it up. That's it. Now step around, give me an angle, don't stand in front of me. Beautiful.
Hey guys, welcome to LatinNation.tv. This is the exclusive. I got Ronda Rousey here. We just did an interview with her for AmericanLatino.tv, but for Latin Nation, she's gonna show me how to get flipped, judo style, right?
Right.
Okay, now is this gonna hurt? I'm gonna put on the camera here so they can get my perspective.
Right.
Any warnings that I should have? Anything that I should just go with the flow?
Tuck your chin in. Okay, so when you hit the ground, don't let your head go loose, and don't ever reach for the ground. Just relax, okay?
Okay.
Don't stick your arm, don't post your arm out.
Okay.
Or else you might break your shoulder.
Okay. So I'll pretend like, you know, I'm your next opponent.
Just relax and stay loose and chill out.
That's, yeah. She swept me right off my feet as she does most people.
Aww.
Most guys.